Hello and welcome back. Today we have another £200 worth of 10p's to have a hunt through, looking for those elusive alphabet 10p's. We really want some 2019s. It's the only book we haven't filled. We have got C, D, E, F, G, H, J, K, L and M, O, R, T, U, V and X. But the 2019s are so scarce, so few were put into circulation. We did start another 2018 book, having completed our first book. So 2018, we only need 4 coins. We need the letter D, the letter H, whoops, the letter Q, and the letter T. So only 4 left to go, 1 from each panel. So if we can fill one, that we fill our first panel of the book, bizarrely. So without further ado, let's get into this bag, see what we find. So we're going to get into some questions though, but firstly I've got the date written down because I'm so bad at remembering dates. The 8th of May, I'm going with the Britannia Coin Company to the Midlands Coin Fair. I'll put a link down in the description if you're local or you're going to come along to it, or you want to come and say hi to me. Do feel free to come along and say hi. It's going to be really exciting. It's my first time going to a coin, it's not a convention. I've lost the word. A coin fair. Midlands Coin Fair. Coin Fair. There we go. Well done, Christopher. First time I'm going to the coin fair with the Britannia Coin Company. I'll be sat at their stall on the 8th of May. So hopefully I'll see plenty of you there, because it'd be lovely to see some people out and about. Equally, the next Royal Mint trip, final dates are being locked down. So stay tuned. I'll post it on my social medias and all the doodads and whatnots as to when I'm next going, and I already know there are a bunch of other coin tubers coming along, so it should be a really fun time. So if you are looking to go to the Royal Mint experience to get the new the current striker and the FA Cup £2 coin, I'm going to be releasing my dates very soon, dates and times, so you can come along and say hi on that too. So anyway, first question comes from Vinsetto Noir. Says, do you ever sell any of your collection? Nope, I don't know. So initially, the start of my hunting through coins, I thought that I could find rare coins and sell them and make money that way, but it ended up being a real faff, and I did it for less than a month before thinking this isn't worth it, I give up. It was such small margins in terms of the amounts of coins that I could find. It was very limited, so it wasn't worth it sort of long term. I would have to be hunting through an absolute metric ton of coins to be able to make that a feasible option. And it's all the nightmares of things like people saying things haven't turned up and this and that, and it's just, yeah, it wasn't profitable and wasn't worth it while doing. And I was getting more and more reticent to want to sell the coins. I wanted to keep them in my collection, and so ultimately that's led to where I am now. I don't sell, I don't trade, other than on a very rare occasion I'll trade with someone, but otherwise no, I'm purely a collector. Sharpster 1000 says, doesn't seem long since 50k, congrats on the milestone. Weird question. Would you rather be a man with bird wings or a bird with arms? Oh, easy peasy. I would be... Oh, actually. Because being a man with wings means I can fly, right? I assume. The functionality of the wings is paramount to my decision on as to what I would pick. Because would I want to be a flightless, armless man with wings? No. I'd have to... Oh dear, I'd have to be coin hunting with my feet. I'm not quite sure that's such a good idea either. But being a bird with arms, a bird, would I have this? Would I be like a bird? Would I just be like a pigeon? So I wouldn't have the mental capacity that I have now. So I wouldn't be able to function other than walking around pecking at things. Ooh. It's hard to answer that without quantifying those answers, so I think I will stick with being a man with bird wings. That was my initial gut feeling, so I'm going to stick with that. McDovin says, congrats on 60k subs and incredible giveaway prizes. My question, besides a member of the royal family, which UK national treasures portrait would you have on the head side of a coin / note? Maybe pick someone from each nation. Ooh, that's a tough question, because who would you replace the monarch, our head of state, with? on a coin, I don't think you should. I think definitely the reverse. There are plenty of national treasures that should be on that, but in terms of who should be on the obverse of a coin, the only thing I can think of would be a prime minister, but I'm not quite sure I want my prime minister on my coins. Historic prime ministers potentially, but I don't know. Because that is always the gamble with putting living people on coins, is that living people can go on to do bad and terrible things. So I totally understand why that is the case. I personally still think it's too late to commemorate someone after they're dead. Commemorate them whilst they're alive, so that they can see that people like them, are thankful for them, all the work and whatever it is they're doing to deserve that honour. But that is the challenge, isn't it? That people that are held in high esteem whilst they're alive, after they've passed away, things can become unearthed, which yes, there's plenty of that's kicked around the last 5-10 years. Anyway, Kevin W92 says, congratulations on 60k subscribers, been watching for years and you inspired me to start my own channel. Amazing. Question time. What's your favourite Irish related thing? Be that place, food, drink, person, show, TV, etc. I've been to Ireland a few times on holiday, and it is very nice. I went to a holiday on West, and I think, was it an island off West Ireland, or is the west coast of Ireland? And I have never seen wind and rain quite like that before. Thankfully, it was only a couple of days, and the rest of the holiday was lovely. My favourite Irish person is it's easy to narrow it down to two. My favourite comedian is Dylan Moran. I've seen him live a couple of times and he is hysterical. Not so much an interaction, the first time I saw him was my dad put on Black Books, and that is one of my favourite TV shows, full stop. It's such an amazing show, so funny, loved it. And Dylan Moran was amazing, so then I saw him live a few times, and he's hysterical. But then equally as another comedian, Tommy Tin, and I went to the first Laughs in the Park, and that was amazing, and it rolled around again the next year, they were doing it, and I went to see that, and the cost to go to Laughs in the Park was worth it just to see Tommy Tin in set. I haven't laughed that loud and that much at one person ever. He was absolutely hysterical. So Dylan Moran and Tommy Tin I pick. Next question comes from Vicky Waddle, who says, wow, totally epic, 60k, you must be so very pleased. Oh, it blows my mind that even now that the channel grows and more people subscribe, and are lovely people with their comments, their messages, things like that, to be where the channel is now, I know lots of people say at the start you couldn't imagine the success. I mean, I was very conscious that coin collecting is quite niche, so my pool of potential viewers would be a lot smaller than other humongous YouTube channels, but I thought I'd be lucky to get to 1,000, and then it just kept snowballing from there. And the fact that the channel still grows is amazing, and that new people come over to Discord and chat in the voice chats. It's really, really cool. I really, as I said, it's a beacon of light in my little life as well. But getting to the question, my question is, would you go to the Star Wars hotel in Walt Disney World? Would you do the roleplay and interact with everything, or would you be more of a backseat observer? I would love to go to the hotel maybe one day. Keep it the great videos, Christopher. Definitely. It's not something that's... Crash bang wallop. It's not something that's top of my list of places I want to go to on holiday, but if it all came together and I was there, I would be absolutely loving it and in my elements, and it would be amazing. Would I roleplay? I think I'd be too much in awe of being in a world that's curated to feel like you're in Star Wars. I think is just the childhood dream. So I'm not sure that I would be able to function. I would just be agog, just wandering around with my mouth hung open, taking in everything, and I don't think I'd be very very good. Because yeah, that's the kind of thing that you always dream of as a kid, and I've loved Star Wars as long as I can remember. I don't remember a time before Star Wars, so Yeah, it's definitely a place I would like to go. There are other places and holidays I prefer to do that are higher on my list, but it's definitely in there. Now, Gary Walker says, 60k and counting, well done. A question for you. If you knew the answer to everything, which one answer would you tell to mankind and why? Very good question. What's the most important thing that mankind needs to know? Wow, the answer to everything. That's really tough. That is really tough. And I guess if telling them something that's going to happen in the future means that that's not going to happen, would that negate knowing it? So for instance, if I knew what was going to cause the end of the world, I could tell humanity to get them prepared and working on it, but then that would then not be the end of the world. So would that then affect my knowledge of what's going to end the world? I don't know. That's a very tricky question. The one thing I've been looking at, listening to a lot, one of the YouTubers that I follow is CGP Grey. I love the videos, absolutely amazing stuff. And I've been listening back to an old podcast episodes that he did, Hello Internet, and a topic that keeps coming up in the backlog of where I am now is this idea of mortality, aging being a genetic disease rather than the end of life. So if I could answer the question as to what the key to immortality is, then I feel like that would be really beneficial, because I don't want to miss a future Star Wars film, do I? Imagine that. Oh, there we go. Hallelujah. I was getting a little bit worried. We have got maybe 10 bags left to go and we haven't had anything. This is 2018. What's it going to be? Q for queuing. Amazing. Well, that's superb. James Stodder says, wonderful giveaways. Congratulations on 60,000 subscribers. You could fill the Emirates Stadium with them. Really? Wow, that's amazing to think. I would, if you filled a stadium with all my subscribers and then expected me to stand and talk, I would fall apart and be unable to talk. It's very different, I think, being able to talk through a lens. I am sat here in a room in my place alone, which I imagine would feel very different from talking to a stadium of people. I think I would be too petrified to do that. Anyway, I hope I can escape putting up tree decorations to watch your live stream. I have a music question. What's your favourite David Bowie track? In fact, top 3. Oh, there we go. I love David Bowie. My favourite is Let's Dance, which I know it wasn't Bowie's favourite song by any stretch of imagination, but I love the song. It's such an amazing song, and one of the CDs I had in my car when I had to commute to and from work, the first track on that was Let's Dance. So when this isn't in my previous car, that I would turn the ignition on and Let's Dance would come on. So that was the song of going home from work. So that was again it cements your mind, and that's a good feeling. Other David Bowie songs that I really like. What are my go-to David Bowie songs? Let's Dance, Heroes. It's so hard because there's so many I love. Ziggy Stardust, Rebel Rebel. Oh, it's just Ziggy Stardust has got to be in that top 3. Ziggy Stardust, Heroes, but Modern Love. Oh, it's too hard. I can't finalize it all. Anyway, Henry asks, where'd you get your 50p's from? I assume from a bank, but wasn't sure. So yeah, I think that there's an influx of newer viewers asking where I get the coins from. I get them from my bank. I have a business account, which makes a difference in some places. Most banks, if you run just a personal current account, will limit the amount of coins you can take out or pay in at any one given time. Although it doesn't so much depend on the bank, it depends on the branch. Some banks will have these policies in place which aren't followed by all branches, so the only way to find out whether you can do it or you can get access to them without a business account is to go into your bank and ask and find out. But yes, so I take them out from one bank, I search them in the videos like I'm doing in this video now, and then I bag them up and I pay them into a different bank so that I can get more coins out, but it's a different bank, so I'm not getting the same coins I've hunted through over and over, if that makes sense, which I hope it does. Next question comes from Sam Miles. says, congratulations on 60,000 subscribers, what an amazing giveaway. My question to you is, are you looking to set up a shop or online store soon selling coins and things in the near future? Hope you are well, keep it up. Well, I am very well, thank you, and hope you all are as well. I have no intention of setting up a shop to sell coins. I've already alluded to it was too much of a faff when I was doing it on eBay the years and years ago when I started hunting through coins, so I've no intention of doing that. I also, funnily enough, work for a coin dealer now. I work for the Britannia Coin Company, and if you want to buy coins, then buy them from them. But no, there is never going to be a Christopher Collects coin shop. Definitely not. Gabor David Molnar, we've had one last question, says, hi Christopher, my questions are, do you like the design of the Hungarian coins, and have you visited Hungary before? If not, would you like to? I haven't been to Hungary before. I definitely would love to. Going to new places is exciting and fun. Although, as I have got a little bit older, I value less going out exploring and more finding somewhere hot to go and do nothing in for a holiday. So that's the hope for this year, to get away somewhere nice and hot and do diddly all for a week to recharge. Do I like Hungarian coins? Yeah, I don't mind them. The odd one turns up in the coin hunts. I am not so much sort of, it's very similar designs that turn up, so obviously if I was looking at a bigger variation of Hungarian coins, I think I probably enjoy that more than the few, is it the 10 and 20 foreigns that turn up in the odd coin hunt at the moment. But anyway, that's the answer to that question. We're going to get back to the coins now. Well, there we go, our finds for today. Only 2 coins out of £200. The Jersey one is rather nice though. 2016 I think that was, but 2018 Q is a new one for the book. So, with great excitement, this goes into the book and fills our first panel. There we go. Eddie said in the video we need to find one to fill our first panel, which is quite neat to do. So, where's he gone? I lost my Jersey one now. There we go. Star find today, in my mind, is the Q, but if you like the Jersey, let me know down in the comments. For those that have watched this from the video, you might be interested to know I've got a Discord server. The link is in the description. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, the PO Box, and over on the Britannia Coin Company's YouTube channel, making videos for them too. All that leaves me to do now is thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you next time for more coins. Bye.